Hello, everyone. Yeah, it's a bit of a different one today. Um, this is the intro. It's just going to be me introducing it because it's kind of a podcast that I've wanted to do for a while with a couple of mates, and I wanted it to kind of be like a pub feel, hence the pub background if you're watching on YouTube. Um, so it's going to be me and Gaz from In That Number podcast, and also a friend of ours, Dan, who's guest starred in that podcast. Um, and basically, I wanted to make it kind of celebrate Men's Mental Health Month in November to kind of be like a pub feel, a general chit chat, and just see how we are, how rugby league affects our mental health, and how potentially we can, like the different relationships that rugby league brings us in life, in everything really, and I hope that we tell a couple of stories about our own personal stuff, along with a couple of side topics. I mean, you don't just go to the pub and not divert away from whatever. So it I just hope you enjoy it. Um, I hope it brings out a couple of messages that we are strong lads. Men's mental health does matter. We can go out, we can chat to people, we can talk, we can go to therapy without any sort of stigma around it. If you are feeling down, go out and chat to someone. If you not quite if you see a mate that's not quite himself recently, reach out, ask him a few questions, say, "Come on, mate, let's go for a chat." You know, I think a lot of us don't see what other people are going through because it is a silent killer. A lot of the time, mates look fine. They put on an act. I know I've done it in the past where you put on an act and everything looks rosy, everything looks great, and it just turns out it isn't in their own heads. So reach out, help out, and let's really tackle this. Too many men are gone from this horrible horrible way, and the only way we can do is to reach out. I'll also be doing hopefully another podcast with another person soon about the power of mental health and rugby league. So I hope you enjoy it. Let us know, like, subscribe, and please listen and comment, and let's really have a chat about this and enjoy the rest of the pod. Hello, how are we doing?
All right, yeah,
Good. Loving the shirt, mate. Is that the original or the new?
it is the original.
Nice. It's always a good one. It's probably one of my favourite kits I've ever done.
It's got to be up there. I think
Yeah.
I think 97 still my favorite. 97 home still my favorite.
I just love 2001 away. Black with the red diamonds. Genuinely beautiful. I've got it back in the UK with long 7 on the back.
I'll just throw it up there.
Oh, beautiful that, mate.
I'll throw a couple of them up actually. 97 home.
Yeah.
I feel like it needs a bit of blue. Oh, I say
Well, it was 96/97, wasn't it, that one? Is that right?
yeah,
Because it was the two 96 seasons.
yeah. There's
Hiya
Hey up.
guys, how are we going?
How are we doing?
thank God.
Hey up.
Good
Hey up,
man.
hey up, hey up.
Hey up.
Bit of trouble getting in.
Now I need a piss.
Nice.
Oh, look at him here.
That's the beauty of recording.
Oh,
It's
aye.
uh, it's unfiltered. This one.
I've only just finished my bloody first podcast.
Oh, sorry
Oh,
about
have
that, Cal.
you? Oh, and you've
I was
only
meant
just
to be,
finished that, and you're pestering me.
I
Where
was,
are you? Get up.
I was meant
Yeah,
to be
I
on with you
literally
tonight, weren't I, guys? But I've
yeah,
only
it's
just
alright.
finished work.
We went into other things. It's alright.
Yeah, I've only just got home from work.
Nah, that's fair
Slash
enough.
Ah,
pestering his dad.
yeah. How is the old man?
He's all right, yeah. Finished
It's
work and
good.
then sat with your dad and your sir and telling him all about the forum me and Gaz went to last week.
Oh, aye.
Oh yeah, how was that? Was it interesting?
Well, the thing I take away from it is when asked about centres, he just said number 25.
It sounds
Yeah.
like Jake Avarilla.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, I've put a couple of feelers out to people and they haven't heard anything. Dolphins, Dolphins aren't letting anything away if it is true that he wants to come to Europe. So
yeah.
who knows? He's got family here, so in Eastern Europe, I think,
There
from
we go
what
then.
To be
has been
fair,
said. So
the fact that everyone stayed tight-lipped for the last, what, was it 3 or 6 months about Jackson Hastings, everyone stayed tight-lipped
Jackson
about that.
Hastings apparently
That
only
came out of
only
nowhere.
came about the last 2 weeks, apparently.
See, I'd heard that
So
it all happened about 6 months ago because Newcastle have put all of their promo stuff out for next year with him on it. So
yeah, who
anyway,
knows? But yeah, it was a weird signing that, which was good. But have we all been recently good, or
all right, yeah.
you know,
No, I can't complain. Well, I can,
it's the
but
thing that
no
it's
one
the
will listen.
oh mate, that's the thing about this safe space, man.
Not wrong.
Let
Not
out.
wrong.
It's
Right, so
tough,
what?
like being on the other side of the world to people as well. Like it's fucking. Sometimes it gets rough over here. I
I'll be
know it
glad of
looks
it. Get
great
some bloody
online
peace.
and Instagram.
It's all right.
There's
I'll
no
come in.
peace over here, mate.
I'll come and annoy you in a couple of months. I'll come
Yeah, there
in,
you go.
In it, man.
come and give you a bit of grief.
Genuinely,
Would you have it any other
genuinely
way?
can't wait for it. Like, no, I wouldn't. Can't wait for it. Even sort of planning. Well, I'm trying to find out where he's going and where I can meet up with him. And he's like,
I'll,
"Oh yeah, just in a camper van. Don't know where I'm gonna be." I'm
I'll
like,
be
"All
in.
right,
I'll be in Sydney for a couple of days.
in
I
it."
can just imagine you
Then I'm
turn up
like,
like
"Well,
Max and Paddy.
let's see, man. That's what I'm imagining.
Yeah.
So,
How dare you?
which is all
I'll tell you. This is half
literally
mobile home.
surprise breeder.
Yeah. Oh, God. Fun and games there.
In it. But like
Oh,
with the off season now, like in full swing, it's weird because like I reckon over the past couple of years, the off season's probably the worst point of the year for me.
yeah.
I don't know about you guys.
Well, being an Everton supporter, it's definitely a downfall because I've gone from watching
I,
like the best sport in the world, and now I'm watching Everton.
Well, it's
currently,
all
guys,
right. I'm a
I
United
can
fan,
top
mate, and
that.
you beat us.
What,
I can
Liverpool?
top that currently. Yes, as a
Yeah.
Liverpool fan, I can actually say that I feel worse than
Right.
you do.
We need to go and watch
Mate,
Manchester
we
Storm
lost.
then.
Yeah, I'm a United fan, and we lost to a 10-man Everton because one of the players slapped the other player.
How could that
Slapped
win
him
us a game? You know that
outside.
red card.
Oh,
It was like the worst red card I've ever seen.
the
No,
thing
It's
is,
so
fucking hell.
petty.
I think it was it Cunha that was near it, or
Yeah.
Burmo that was near it, and I could understand if Garnagay had gone up and slapped him.
Yeah,
No, he just
but he's
walked
just
over
like
and
Yeah.
slaps Keane.
he's not even done anything to him. No, he didn't barely touched him.
Literally. It's so pathetic, man.
I did see
It was
something
funny.
that because he didn't actually slap him. It could have gone up to VAR.
Yeah.
So it could have been reduced to a yellow card. But then, because he kept kicking off at the referee, he
Yeah, he just
obviously
went, right,
swore
see
at
you
the
later.
referee, and the ref was like,
Yeah.
"No, this red's definitely standing now.
Yeah.
You are done." Oh,
He tried like strangling Jordan Pickford as well when he was restraining, didn't he? Like, the one person you don't want to wind up is going to be Jordan Pickford.
big Mackham, yeah.
Never,
Yeah.
never rile up a man from the northeast.
Oh, dear me.
That's rule number one.
I love this. A rugby league podcast
But,
with talking football. Fabulous.
Well, there's nothing else to talk
well, in
about,
it,
is there?
but
True,
well,
yeah.
that was the point, really. Like during like the past few years, I'd say the off season's been my worst point mentally because I'm away from people, and like that every week of going the game or even like watching and talking the game, talking about the game to your mates, whether it's going down the pub and kind of this is why like I've got a pub setting on my things. It's the closest I can recreate to an English pub in Australia, unless I go down to Melbourne. Um, Sydney's absolutely shit for English pubs and little cozy bars. Um, but yeah, like that off season is always like my lowest, especially around November time. Like, and
Yeah.
then
Because like, the
Christmas it
signs
picks
are all
up, and
done.
then
And then there's got that block between that and then the friendlies coming up.
yeah, and it's mad how much rugby league used to affect my mental health. I don't know about you guys if it still does.
Do you know what? Do you know what I genuinely miss in the off season? And it's specifically with you guys. I do miss just randomly arguing with you about something about rugby just in the middle of the week.
There's
Like,
something, yeah.
there's like 4 months now where we've actually got to be civil to each other.
No, either civil or just don't talk to each other, one of the two.
Yeah, where I just have to.
And
I can't turn around and
for
say,
the
"Gaz, you're wrong, and you're a hideous bastard."
Yeah.
I know you can't even call him a baldy anymore when you fall
Whoa,
out. You can't do any of
whoa,
that.
whoa,
You can't
whoa!
get.
That's sexual harassment, sir. That
Now, what
you
that
need to be
is
careful with.
is utter woke nonsense.
Is it? Is that now
It's
is that
a
now officially in the
baldism.
sexual harassment?
Baldism is sexual harassment.
So what's next now?
Well,
You're going to
the
come to me
game's
and
gone.
say,
The game's gone.
yeah, you're going to have a good pop at me and go, listen, you follically challenged bastard.
No, because that's like
That's not going to work.
I'll just call you a prick.
No, fair enough.
I'll not call you a baldy.
No, that's Gary Balder.
But it's weird, isn't it? Because like when like your best mate is giving you sort of grief, it kind of makes you feel warm inside as a
Yeah,
person. For me, like even in my lowest of points, is it used to take going to the pub and mates taking the piss out of each other used to distract me from the outside,
yeah.
if that makes sense. Like
It's like you're in
even though
a
they were
little bubble.
insulting me for being a specky little whatever, I'd still be like, I'd go home after it and I'd be like, rather than dwelling on the words they said, it was more like I used to remember the context of how they say it.
Yeah,
And I think that's always important that as men that we realise the distinction between context and what is actually said.
It's very easy to say something nice. It takes a bit of imagination and a bit of background knowledge to thoroughly insult you, but on a jokey level.
yeah.
It's like,
Insult with love.
yeah, you. I
Like, if
wouldn't
you
just
can throw a
ram
vile
your
insult
Heart's
at
in
your
the right
mate
place.
and they laugh, you've done something
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, I wouldn't just randomly call you like just any old insult. I'd personally tailor an insult towards you
Yeah.
that it goes so far past insulting that it's actually lovable.
Yeah.
I just get completely perplexed by half the shit you say to me.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, well.
In it. And then you just fire it back at him.
I'm currently thinking of an
Simple.
insult.
There was one, what was it? There was a game we were at, and he was banging about my ears all game.
You got
And
me
then
big nose.
I just turned around and said, listen, you can smoke a cig in the rain and keep it dry. I mean, I had enough. Like, right, I'm throwing this grenade at him now. I've had enough.
Oh, it's because I called you Jodrell Bank, didn't I?
Yeah, I
So
called you
bloody
George
hell.
Williams.
Tottrell Bank.
Oh.
Could have called it Champions League trophy, like, you know.
No.
I think Paul John's
In
in the
it,
middle of us like a referee at the minute.
I'm trying to like calm the situation.
What's
I'm just
funny?
glad
Yeah,
that you're in separate rooms this time.
I
He's
know.
on the
Yeah,
other side of the world. I could just walk to yours and give you these insults.
yeah,
You're on the other side of town.
I know.
Oh,
You're even closer when you're
yeah.
at
But
work.
like, yeah. But with rugby league, like, you think we 99% like we wouldn't be friends. We wouldn't be sat here chatting
Oh,
without
yeah,
rugby
not a
league.
chance.
Rugby league brings you some of the best people in, like sport does in general, like any sport, football, ice hockey, netball, whatever. You seem to create like it's that common ground where you can get chatting to people, have a chat at the game, and then next thing, like, you know, 3 or 4 games later, you stood around in the same spot, you made friends with the same people. Like my best mate one of my best mates that I'm flying home for their wedding next year. I met because at Toulouse away, I broke my glasses and had to wear sunglasses 24/7. Because of that, and I put on Twitter, they said, "Are you the guy that broke his glasses on Twitter?" And I went, "Yeah." And they went, "We just thought you were wearing sunglasses for whatever." Got chatting to them, and then next thing you know, we're pretty much best mates, and I'm flying halfway across the world on the other side of the world. I'm flying over for their wedding next year,
Come to
and
think of it,
the fixtures got released, and it's even better.
was
Yeah,
it
you
not
landed a
in
few games, haven't
Toulouse?
you?
Was it not in Toulouse that me and you actually got talking for the first time properly?
No, it was before Toulouse, I think, when
Oh, it was the
we were
first time
because
I talked to your dad, I think.
yeah, well, no, because we went to the first time we spoke was before Toulouse. It was the year before 2021, and it was like because in fact it may have even been earlier, maybe in 2019, because me, my mum, and dad basically, and well, when my sister moved back from England, um, it was just me, my mum, and my dad always used to go to Carmill for a Thursday. They used to originally go spoons, and then we changed it because my shifts changed, and on a Thursday I had a day off. So we used to go the Carmill every Thursday, and that was when like I was wearing a Saints shirt, and I think Saints were playing London, and you were like, "Oh, you go in the game," and I was like, "Oh, no, 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 I'm not." And then that's when we got chatting. I think, if I remember rightly,
Could be.
because I remember having my grandma's funeral at the Carmill, and you were working that, and we were chatting to you then, so it must have been before then,
Possibly,
and that
yeah.
was 2020. But yeah, Toulouse was first time I met your mum.
Yes. No, my own didn't go to lose. It was Catalan.
Was it
It
Catalan
was
then?
Catalan because you had that Penrith
Catalan
shirt
in
on.
Lorette.
You had that
Yeah,
Hawaiian
the
Penrith
shit
shirt on.
shirt.
You were so remarkably bladdered.
Oh mate, it was
Remarkably bladdered.
incredible.
Honestly, it's
It
one of
was great.
the drunkest I've ever seen you. One of the
Oh
most
wow.
drunkest I've ever seen you.
It was the
And
greatest trip of my life. That.
thus was birthed that song.
Yeah. Well, it was actually the week before. It was the Waka Waka song. That was the greatest Thursday night game, atmosphere wise, I think I've ever been to. And it got birthed because I thought about it in the February when I think Rangers went viral with it. He comes from Zambia. And I was like, oh, we've got Joe Bachelor. And I was like, that would work, but I was never really because I was working shifts 6-2-2-10. Every home game I was pretty much working,
Yeah.
and then every away game I couldn't really go because, like, I was saving up for stuff. And then that Thursday, what happened was the factory I was working at, they gave everyone in the factory the Friday off because it was our work's summer, like our Christmas do, but we had it in summer.
Yeah.
So, so that Friday we had off, and we played Leeds the Thursday at home. So I just went, I'm having a few pints and whatever, and it was absolutely dead at the back of the West Stand, and I was like, and they were all like, "Ah, come on then, John, give us a song, John," and I went, uh. All right. I think I've got a new one actually, lads. And they went, "Oh, fuck off, John. No, you don't." I went, "No. Go on. We'll see how this goes." And then it did something like "By the Killers" to Joe Bachelor, and then I was like, "Nah, it's pretty shit." That I went, all right. Give me another go. Give me another go." And they went, "Go on, Johnny. Give us a song." And then I started doing the Waka Waka song, and next thing I think, 5 minutes after I started doing it, he scored against Leeds. And that was it. Then they all went, "Go on, John." And it was like, "Sa-da-da-da-da."
Yes.
And then it was going for about 30 minutes all the way till the end. And then obviously the Saints admin tweeted me the next day and put it on Instagram and was like, "Credit to @JohnLou," and I was like, "Yes, I've made it. I've officially made it into St. Helens folklore."
I think the first time I met you, Johnny, it was Wigan away. What was that pub we were outside in the centre?
Oh,
Oh,
the dog and
The dog and
partridge or
partridge.
something.
yeah. And you were just banging about these bets you were on about. So I'm thinking, oh, fuck off, fair play. Then I think I might have seen like
Yeah,
here and there, and then I think I spoke to you more on that first podcast I did with you than I ever did in person,
yeah,
which is just it's
yeah.
mad though how
Easily.
it comes together.
Easily, but that's just it. Like, and that's what rugby league does, though. It's you have that common ground,
Well, it's what
and like
happens
some of
when
my
two
lowest,
people doing this help each other out instead of trying to shut the other one down.
yeah. Well, exactly,
Was that
exactly, and that's what community
an
is.
even-handed dig, though, Mr. Gareth?
Yes,
Oh, they've gone down the
no,
shithole.
a
Everyone
dig
knows.
from the other one.
The other one, of course.
Yeah, the other one.
That's
You
what
say
the
they. It's only one of them. It's
that
only
that,
one of them.
that is the other one is what they, who shall not be named, referred to Gaz as.
Ah,
So
it's all right. He referred to me. He referred to me of a lot worse stuff.
yeah, no, it was really underhanded the way he did it, though, because he went and the other one has mentioned it when he was
It's all
talking
right.
to I can't
He,
remember who you.
yeah. He accused me of stealing from motor neurone disease charity fundraisers that I was doing.
Who the
Despite the
who
fact
does
that
such a
I've spent thousands on merch to raffle off and never took a penny from it. And he put out tweets,
especially when it's so
multiple
close to
tweets,
home to you as well.
insinuating that I was stealing from people. And I'd literally put proof of all the donations I've done. I've bought stuff, got it framed, that's cost me £300 and raffled it off. Took no money, and he was insinuating all sorts about me. So he is not a very nice man.
No.
Put it that way.
Well,
Whatever he puts
I've got
out.
something to mention off her that's going to be rather interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not bothered about saying that because the tweets were there that he deleted
Oh yeah,
once I
that's
called them
all
out.
something you've proved yourself to be
And
correct with.
I've still got them on my gallery in my camera roll. So, if he wants to say anything, there you go.
Yeah,
But yeah, like but rugby league brings people together as much as people try and tear it apart. And I don't know about you guys, but some of my um lowest points in life, I actually believe if it wasn't for rugby league and the friends around me, I probably wouldn't be here today. I genuinely
I
believe
can
that.
agree with that.
Oh yeah, I can fully support that.
Because there's some points in every man's life um where they don't feel like they're worth it, where pressures get into them, and a lot of the time we bottle it up. mainly because we're afraid that if we open up, it'll be used against us sometimes.
Yes.
I've had
Yeah.
my best mate years ago that we used to do everything together threw back a couple of things that were my low points back at me, and I've binned him off for the past few years and got rid of him. And I tell you what, it's mad how much my mental health went up binning off people that I was close to that threw things back in my face that you open up to,
It's
and
those times where you
then you
realise who
find
your
them
friends
safe
are
spots
Yeah.
massively,
and you realise who the ones aren't.
massively, and like every man feels them emotions. And I think like the initiatives that happen now with obviously Movember and men's mental health. I believe in Australia, Movember isn't. I think it's for prostate cancer,
That's what it originally was,
whereas
wasn't it?
now it seems to be.
I think it is.
Was
I think
it?
it is still for prostate cancer UK. I think.
I
It's
think
become like a
it's
men's
kind of a
overall
mix of
health thing, isn't it?
charities now.
I think that's still the
Yeah,
principal
because
charity of it. I think.
Yeah.
yeah,
But it's an
and
overall
then
men's health thing.
Yeah.
yeah, and obviously um, November is Men's Mental Health Month now. I think these initiatives and getting people talking is vital for us all. Um, because I think a lot of men think they're in one boat and like and they've not got anyone else around them. Whereas really we're all in our own little boats fighting our own battles. But if you bring them boats together, it creates a much more stable barge,
Yeah. I mean, I've
which is
been
the
a
way
lot
I like
better.
to look at it.
I've been a lot better since starting this. Because I'm not necessarily talking about any mental health issues. I'm just talking about something, and it's like a therapy in a different way. Whereas you're talking about something that you're passionate about, and then all of a sudden you think, "What was I stressed out about before?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just helps
Yeah.
to take it away, like take it out of your mind, because it is
It's
what
a
it's
safe
just you
spot.
overthinking.
Yeah. I'm the same. Like sometimes when like nowadays when I'm like fucking stressed out of my eyeballs with I don't know, juggling things and trying to do this, that, and the other. I just go, right, tell you what, Sam, I send a message to, or Andy, who I do my other regular podcast with, just go, right, let's record this week. And then I'm like, right, I've got something that I like doing, that I'm passionate. Basically, this podcast while I'm in Australia has turned into golf because I used to go golfing when I was stressed and get more stressed while playing golf
Oh,
because I'd
fucking
want to hit a
golf!
shot rate
Oh,
or I'd do
I
that.
hate
Get a
playing
face
golf.
on
And
him.
I
then,
really do.
but
Oh,
but the best thing about it was after golfing when you just played 18 holes and it's just you and your mate and you go to the 19th hole, you have a pint and you just chat about the round and have a laugh about it. And again, it's the people that you do things with. So like that's what I've come to realize over the years. It's as much as people can tear you apart, it's people that always bring you together.
Yeah,
what I've found with playing golf is it's not necessarily about the game of golf. Like you're walking
Yeah.
around for 2 or 3 hours, or if you're not particularly good, then it's 4 or 5 hours. And the only thing that ruins the nice walk around and the talking that you do while you're playing golf is the
he's playing golf.
golf. Take one bad shot and suddenly it's gone from did you see such and such a thing last week? One bad swing, snapping golf clubs and kicking trees and
Is
jumping
that
in
a way of
water
relieving
holes.
stress, or the anger part of it?
No, if anything, it makes you more stressed because the whole point of golf is to try and get better at golf, and
Yeah,
you just it can all
just
go in a
take up
swing.
boxing instead.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but like I'm also a people pleaser. So like when I used to play golf with like mates and stuff, even if I didn't have the time possibly, I'd always sack things off that I love to go and like do things I probably don't. So obviously I used to love golf, so that was fine. But like stuff that I never used to like doing, like I used to always just because a mate wanted to go and do it, I'd be like, oh yeah, 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 I'll go do that with you, and I'd probably hate every single moment of it. Tennis, for example,
God, I
it's
hate,
fucking worst
I admire
sport in the
tennis
world,
players.
man.
I
That
hate
takes
tennis.
some body
Yeah,
conditioning.
because
I don't
in
care.
it,
It's
and
shag.
like
I don't
I
care.
just, but I used to hate playing it. But I used to go, oh yeah, 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 I'll go on a Thursday after school or like after college or whatever, and then, but like when I was like probably 20, 21, I started like reaching out to people where, because like during when I was 18, 19, and all my mates went to uni, I always felt lost. So I always used to be like a people pleaser in a case of like, if I'd be traveling up and down the country to go see my mates, and I'd always see them at uni, and I'd always see them on the outside anyway, looking in, thriving. And like, I'd be like, oh, what am I doing? Like, where am I going in life? At like 18, 19, and kind of, I always used to have that fear of I'm running out of time. At like 18, 19, and I realized how much pressure I used to put on myself. I don't know about you guys if it was similar, like how much pressure like when you were younger. Whereas now I'm 29 and I realize that it's fucking fine, man. Like it's fine that, I've not found someone yet. It's fine that, I'm not quite sure where I want to live in life. It's fine that because at the end of the day, it's a case of we're all on our own little journey, and comparing yourself to others is you'll never find happiness
Do you know what,
It's like,
that I
until
get that 100% because obviously we had that little rant just, but I'm not here to compare myself to the other. I'm doing my
hmm
thing. They're
yeah,
doing their thing,
yeah,
I'm doing my
exactly.
thing, and I'm not asked. I'd rather work together as a fan base.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? But the choices are being made elsewhere. So I'm like, well, whatever. I'll just crack on.
it's just like start of the year. I hit a bit of a rut. Well, it's about this time last year, and I went properly downhill over Christmas last year. I
yeah,
just spiraling downwards. So I just said, fuck it. And thought, do you know what? I really like watching ice hockey. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to Canada. I've
There
been
you go.
watching the Maple Leafs for years. I'm just going to go and watch the Maple Leafs in
yeah.
in Toronto. And do you know what? Right?
You're welcome for
Here
that
we
jersey,
go.
by the way.
Another shirt.
There's a picture of me at the Hockey Hall of Fame with the Stanley Cup,
Oh,
Oh,
nice. With a Saints top on
there
as
you
well, I
go.
think.
with the Saints top on in the bottom, and then I got. Oh,
Oh, for fuck's sake. He's wrecking the joint.
There you go.
there is an actual Toronto Maple Leafs puck. I just, you know,
Nice.
and I was on
It's
my
like say
own.
if you want to go do something, go and do it.
I
And
was,
the best thing is you don't have to wait for people. Just if you want to go do it.
so I was on my own over there for just over a week and a half. And at times when I was over there, I did feel lonely. Like, um, I mean, it's probably because of how bad the public transport was when trying to go to Niagara Falls that I was on a bus for 2 hours on my own. Like, that pushed me to the edge. But I came back and I felt clear headed because I'd just
Yeah.
gone and had a look. I've always had this. Well,
Hmm.
so when Toronto were in the league, I had booked to go in what 2020.
Yeah, 20. I did as well.
So I'd booked to go on
I
it.
think a lot of us did.
It took a while to get that 1,500 quid back for the deposit, but I And you know, I've been like, oh, do you know what? I really regret. Like, I know we
Can we
couldn't
give it
go.
you in vouchers? No, you can't.
Yeah, yeah.
Give it me in cash, you dickheads.
Would you like it? Would you like vouchers to use in whatever travel company? It's like that travel company doesn't exist anymore. I've had a look.
Literally.
Bloody hell.
Um, and you know, I really regretted not going there. So when I went in January, it were bloody freezing, and
Mm.
I wouldn't recommend going to Toronto in January, lads.
Yeah,
It,
there's a reason that all the games were played between the end of May and
it was
end of
it was
August.
-16. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
We one of the days we were there, I was coming out the hotel, and my hotel wasn't in Toronto city centre. It was a bit on the outskirts. So they were like, "Oh yeah, you're going out dressed like that." I had, a jumper, a hoodie, a jacket, good trousers on, good shoes on, like good heavy duty shoes. And they went, "You're going out dressed like that?" I went, "Yeah, why?" They went, "You're not going to make it to the end of the road." Like, nah, you're just
Oh,
pulling me
walk
leg.
it off. I'm northern, I'll be alright.
I walked out there, and every fibre of the northerner inside of me was like, "No, no, it's not cold. It's not cold. I'm not. Oh,
Tropical, this.
God, I'm freezing."
See, I'm the opposite. I've turned into a right fanny while being over here. It
You've
got
got
to
used to the
15 degrees the
sunshine,
other
haven't you?
day. I was debating putting on a friggin' hoodie. Got to 15 degrees. I was like, I'll put a hoodie on.
You've gone soft.
Ah,
In
so
it.
what?
In it,
You
mate.
said to me, oh, it's hitting 30 odd degrees. I'm thinking, fucking cars are frosty outside. Fuck off, leave me alone.
We all want what the other
Fucking rubbing
half
it in.
have.
I've had to get my big coat out today.
Mate, I've got my ceiling fan on full whack because there's no AC in my
Would
room,
you shut
and I'm
up about
still
how
sweating.
nice and warm it is?
It's meant to be a mental health pod. I'm probably sending yours south.
No, no.
It's a good job, it's funny, isn't it?
Envy will drive a man to do a lot of things.
Yeah.
You keep telling us how nice it
Yeah,
is.
no, it's causing you to fly to Australia. That's
Yeah,
what it's.
I'm going to have another crash out and fly to the other side of the world again.
Literally. But it's funny though. It's funny what you were saying. Where you're in a rut, and then you went, you know what? I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go to Canada, and I'm gonna go book it. Because when I was saying about like when I was 18, 19, and all my mates were at uni, and I was sat there, right? I had like when my nan passed away, she left us all some money, and I was like, well, Jenny's used hers for like a deposit for a house. Like, what do I want to do? Do I want to save it for that? And I was like, well, tell you what, I'm going to work as hard as I can, save up as much money as I can. I think I saved up about 8, 9 grand, and I went right, went straight to STA Travel back then, which was one of the companies that died during COVID. And I went right. I've no idea where I want to go. I've got a sister that's just moved to Australia a year and a bit ago. I went, I've got family in New Zealand, so I want to go them too. I've got about 6 grand budget for the actual holiday. Um, what can we do? And she went, right, okay. How long do you want to go away? So I went, right, let's say 3 months. So she went, okay. Oh, I want to do scuba diving as well. So book on like one of the islands somewhere, and I'll do that. I went, my mum and dad recommended going Rarotonga in the Cook Islands, so maybe go there. And she went, okay. So I had them free, and she went, oh, that's only come up to like 4 grand. Like you've still got 2 grand to play with if you want. And I went, oh, I thought that would have like took up all the budget. So I went, oh well, let's look at Southeast Asia then beforehand, and let's rearrange the flights and that, and see what we can do. And then she went, right, well, because you're doing a tour up the East Coast with this company called Kentucky, she went, if you book, they've got a promo on. If you book a second tour with them, you get the second tour, you get 30% off. So I went, oh. So she went, so why don't you look at one in Southeast Asia? So I did one that went Thailand, Laos, Cambodia. I wanted to do Vietnam as well, but in the same tour. But I was like, I'm not sure I'll have the time for that with the time off that work were giving me and stuff. So she was like, right, well, we'll stick to the 3 countries, blah, blah, blah. Right, let's come up to 6,100. Is that okay? I went, yeah, sweet. And I decided then that I wasn't going to wait for mates to go traveling. I just went, I'm just going to go on my own. And I did 3 months away. And I used to be this boy that, I wouldn't speak to anyone really if I didn't know them already. I was quite shy, you know. I was the typical lad that, got kind of bullied at school and never really knew. Like, I was never really. I used to like have mates at school and stuff, but they were like ended up didn't really treat me right after school and stuff. So I never really had proper mates apart from a few close ones that I used to go see at uni. And I was like, no, there's no point waiting for them. Let's just go. So I went, and I went from being that lad to someone who was out of his comfort zone, who had to make friends with people, who had to speak to people, who had to do this, that, and the other. And it's made me mates around the world. I'm still in touch with someone from my first Asia Kentucky that I'm going the Ashes with in Adelaide. I'm
If it
still like
if
I
it's not
made friends
finished
for
by that
life
point.
there doing that. If it's not finished by day 3, yeah. But like I've made mates from that trip that I'll have forever, and that was kind of the making of me that changed and transformed me from being this lad that wouldn't do much to then being a lad that was, who was at the rugby, who would go up to people and start chatting to people and stuff like that. Like I used to stand in the same section, realize that actually they weren't that great to me, so I'm gonna go stand elsewhere where I can actually speak about the rugby and won't get shut down. And then now I can speak about the rugby around the people I'm at. Even if I chat shit, even if other, but I can at least say what I'm saying,
Yeah. It's like when
you know,
I stopped
and it,
going since for a few years because none of my mates were interested in going, so I was like, oh, I'm not going to go on my own, you know what I mean? Then after a while I thought, well, just go, see how it is. And then I realised I was a new tank from before. So he was going
yeah,
all the game, so I thought, went and stood with him. Then got to know Dan and everyone else around us now. Fucking an old fucking coach full of people, week in, week out. It's
yeah,
just fucking bonkers, isn't it?
It's an
it's
old
mad.
quote.
Oh, it's the best, though, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Let's see, man. And then them away, like I'm so glad that York away I can go to next year. I
Yeah, I'm
can
looking
go
forward to
to
that.
Wigan away next year.
It's a Saturday afternoon as well,
Like,
York.
and when the fixtures came out, I know, and well, I'm defo staying overnight there. It's got to be done.
Well, so
If the Nelson are doing an overnight stopover, I'm 100% doing it.
from what I've gathered, Dave Ellis doing a two-nighter. It's going over Friday night, spending the day in York on the Saturday, going the match on the afternoon, staying over again, and then going York races on the Sunday. So
York races is
Oh,
good. I've done York
that could
races.
well be a thing if that's the case, Dave. Mr. Howarth, I'll be sending you a text. And my budget has suddenly had to be raised. I've got to save for this trip.
Oh dear.
I've got to go. I've got to go. Honestly, I don't reckon the suit I've got back in England's going to fit. So the trip I'm planning, I'm going to have to go buy an Asian country or Middle Eastern country, get a suit made on the cheap,
go and get
and
one of
then
those 70-pound
continue
suits.
my holiday.
Oh yeah.
Tailor-made suit, man. That's like my plan at the minute because I don't think the suit I've got at home will fit for my mate's wedding.
Stop in Hue in Vietnam and go and get a 70-pound suit.
Nah, Hoi An if I'm going anywhere.
Fucking hell.
Got to get the proper stuff, man.
Oh yeah,
Oh aye.
got to get that silk suit from that one
Just-
place
I
on the
was
beach.
thinking rush hour now.
Mm. Well, I went to the place that Clarkson, Hammond,
Yeah,
and May went to. and got their suits made in the Vietnam special.
Oh
But they've
yeah,
moved premises since there, and because obviously since then they got a lot bigger.
Yeah.
And it's tell you what, it's mad. Telling you, like they just whip up a suit literally overnight, and it's like there you go. You go in for one lot of measurements, pick out your materials, then you go back about 4 hours later to confirm, like to put on basically the pinned version of the cuts, and then they'll make the last like bit of adjustments, and then you come back the next day, pick it up, you try it on, and if any adjustments, it's like minor adjustments that they make, and then within 10 minutes you're done. Like within 24 hours, you've got a brand new suit, spick and span. Mad.
I just got mine from Matland. Cost me about a $1.
Do you
Oh
know?
yeah, suit a tailor-made suit in the from that shop I think could cost. I think my mate paid 170 US. So what's that, about 130 for a tailor-made suit?
Yeah,
Thereabouts, yeah.
probably something like that.
Um, Joe, I've it's something I've not done for a long time now. Was occasionally when I go to rugby on my own, before I started talking to you guys, and when I used to just go to away games on my own when my mum wouldn't go with me, I used to just stand on my own. And after I started talking to you, I sort of steered off doing it because I realised that I didn't really like it until this year.
What, didn't really like talking to Gaz, or
No, is that
I don't blame him.
what, didn't like standing on your
I suddenly realised that sometimes I do like standing on my own
started
at the
talking
rugby.
to Gaz, and then realised I didn't like it.
I've noticed that your sense seems like bugger off every now and then.
Yeah, and to be honest, sometimes I
Because
just
he
do want to.
gets too invested.
I do want to just watch the rugby sometimes. Like if I,
Yeah.
and it was,
Yeah.
I was sort of glad when we went to the test match at Everton that I was sat on my own, right up until the point where the old woman and old man sat next to me. Oh my goodness, they were rugby union fans and they were chewing
Oh
my ear
no.
off the entire game. And I was like, I should have just held out and got those tickets with Gaz. Like, I should have just gone and sat with him. At least if he was chewing my ear off, he'd be chewing my ear off in the right way. Like, he'd be saying,
Whispering
that
sweet
was a
nothings
shit
into her.
tackle. Or that was, that was a good play. Or that was a shit tackle. Or he shouldn't be anywhere near the England team because he's got a big nose. But this old woman, she just kept going, oh, right, so what kind of play was that? How many points is it for that? And you're like, just go away. I just want to watch the rugby.
See, this is where me and you would differ, whereas I'd take that opportunity to proper wind them up, but
I,
without them knowing that
I,
I'm
I
winding them up.
wanted to,
Like,
but
like I think for my own amusement, just going, oh, yeah, that was a Calcutta play. Oh, what's a Calcutta play?
Calcutta.
Well, what it is when you scoot round the outside and you go and oh, what's that? Oh, it's the Houdini play. Oh, what's the Houdini play? Well, it's where when you go round, when you scoot from there and you pass left and then pass right, it's like you've disappeared. All right, okay.
the only
I'm
problem is though,
I'm full on like,
she started asking the questions in like that 10 minutes where England were good, and it was
Oh,
like,
the one bit you actually could have done with watching.
I'm in the game now. I am watching this. We are in the 10 minutes where England are playing better than the Australians marginally, and you suddenly started. Oh right, so who does he play for then? I'm like, I haven't got time for you. Like,
Just go away.
got time for you.
I haven't got time for your bullshit.
Yeah, just leave.
Go away.
F off. Clear off.
See, they've got the best intentions. They're trying out a new sport. They're coming to watch England, and
And
you're
you wonder
there
why Union looked down
criticising
on
them.
us.
And do you know what? They would have been perfectly fine if they'd have sat next to people who are more like day tripper fans, who probably would have had the time of day to sit there going, oh, this is this, and this is this, and this is who he plays for. But I'd been so wound up at Wembley the week before by some genuine Union toffs who were stood behind me, who, because England weren't winning with half an hour to go, just went, yeah, no, we're going to go now. And I was like, all right,
Bye then.
go on.
You won't be
Right.
missed.
It's fair. I know quite a few league fans that did that.
I stayed to the end. I stay to the end of every single game, and I've said this to you before, Gaz. I stay to the end of every single game just
Yeah.
so that I can sarcastically clap at the players.
Yeah. I mean, there was that magic weekend where we didn't even
Yeah.
do that. We just got up and walked off at final whistle.
I did just at the end. This magic weekend this year, I just got up and left. Like,
Yeah.
Was that the Leeds one?
yeah, and I think I did that at the one that
Don't
was at
blame
Ellen
you.
Road as well.
I did it. We did it for the Huddersfield one when we lost, I think, like 44-4 or something stupid.
Yeah.
When Cunningham wheeled off Calvin Wellington as a scapegoat and ended his career.
Oh,
And,
no,
and
yeah.
I just remember,
the worst domestic play we've
everyone
had.
absolutely levered. I just remember everyone. Nah, Ricky Bailey was worse, man.
Oh,
He's back at
Miles
Rice now, isn't
worse. Is he?
he? Yeah, he's full-time. Well, say full-time. He's permanent at Whitehaven now.
Yeah, he'll be
I remember
working
Ricky
at
Bailey had the
Southfield,
biggest
won't he?
calves I've ever seen.
Yeah, massively. They're like
He had
watermelons at
ham shanks.
17.
Yeah.
that's
But like,
corrupt.
but that was a player where like they rushed through too early,
Yeah.
killed his confidence. I put up two
And again,
eyeballs, dropped both, and that was it.
This is my point with George Whitby now, and say, oh, why have we got things? Because he's young. He needs to be an understudy as well. Don't make the same mistake we've done before.
Whitney will be understudy to Hastings for most of the year. And then whether Hastings decides to stay or not, I know it's only a 1-year deal, but whether he decides to stay or not, Whitby's then got, because he's been told he's not
ready.
going anywhere this year. He's been told he's not going to, because he asked if he was going playing at Halifax at the start of the year. And Paul Rowley's turned around and said, no, you're not going anywhere. You are playing here.
No, there's a reason he got the 17 shirt.
Yeah, it's symbolic, isn't it?
It's got a number 7
It's
on.
a 7 on it, yeah.
And they couldn't give him the 7 shirt because of everything that Johnny's done. But like we spoke about Calvin Wellington there and Ricky Bailey and like young lads that probably didn't have the best of starts to their career and just went downhill, and we don't really appreciate probably what they were going through at the time.
I mean,
Yeah.
Like being a
the
young kid,
obvious-
especially Calvin Wellington, who like came from rugby union, best mates with Regan Grace. He's seeing, I think he was best man at Regan's wedding, if I remember right, or Regan was best mate, right, best man at his wedding, one or the other. But yeah, like, and seeing obviously Regan then go on to have the career he had, you know, being the Great Britain squad, although didn't play, and like seeing that and then seeing what could have been, like that's something that probably we as fans don't appreciate from the average player, you know, like when we
I mean,
decipher games and kind of what they're going through,
the obvious example
which is part and parcel of the sport, sadly.
of a player's mental health going right down the shit pan. The most obvious example is
Dele Alli.
Scott Moore. Like,
Yeah.
he just...
Or what's his name
He's still in the game.
from Malcolm Alka?
Yeah.
Malcolm Alka's bigger for me because Malcolm Alka, man, there's that story, I think James Graham said it, where, or was it James Graham? It was someone who was in the England camp and they went, like, they were doing like a round circle of like things they want to do. And I think there's a clip online, I think on TikTok and whatever, and a podcast that they did, and he said Malcolm Alka like put up his hand and said like, can we have like someone to speak to, like, you know, or like a session like this where we can like speak openly about what we're feeling and stuff like that. And he said like the whole England camp ended up like just laughing at him and going, gosh, you know, shut up, what do you mean? And then he went back into his shell, and obviously like what ended up happening to him is kind of one of the ages that it's one of the saddest stories in rugby league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Bryn
way
Hargreaves as well.
his career panned out with the Bryn, man. Like, and the worst thing about that is no one will really know, like, about Bryn because he got found, what, 18 months after he went missing.
Yeah. It's
It's
like
so sad, man.
when you had Graham on, like obviously talking about that, and it went from him talking about Britain to open up about his own mental health as well, which I thought
Yeah.
was just crazy.
But yeah, like I think
These
sometimes
are big, tough men. Big,
as
tough men that,
as fans, we don't seem to realise sometimes. Like, I get that, like, as I've said to you guys many a time, you can have your gripe on the terrace. You can stand there, you
Yeah.
can shout. One off comment from the crowd, a player's just going to ignore that. They're just going to be like,
Yeah.
that whopper can, shut his mouth. But it's the barrage of hatred that comes online after
Yeah.
especially after like a
yeah.
bad game.
When people have had time to think about what they're going to say as well.
But
Yeah, like,
I think in sport criticism's fine. Like, it's part and parcel of the game. You have to be criticised in sport to get better, to improve. But
Yeah.
there's a fine line between abuse of a player and criticism.
Yeah,
I
And
like
I
mean,
think
constructive
players can see
criticism
the
and,
difference
like you say,
between
abuse.
both.
key
Players can
example.
see the difference between both.
Key example this year, right? I've been quite critical of Paul Wellens' management style this year, and I'll admit it. Like you know, maybe he
Yeah, but
wasn't
you've
the
not
right
said anything
man for the
about
job.
the man, have you?
No, I've stood there next to you on the terrace and gone, "What is this stupid bastard doing?" Like,
Yeah.
he'll make a decision. Like, I mean, we didn't know the true extent of why he took Benison off at Magic Weekend. And everyone in the crowd is kicking off saying, why has he done that? He's done that to move
There's
Sailor out
obviously a
wide.
reason.
Yeah. But you don't see that in the moment. Now, I'm stood quite close to you at Magic, and I'm kicking off and saying, this is awful. Like, he's got to go. Like, stuff like that. And that's where it ended. Like,
Yeah.
end of the game, I got up, I didn't clap, which is a rarity for me. I didn't clap. I just walked out the ground. It comes out afterwards that there were people then went down and were then
Abused
giving...
him and his kids.
Like, Harry was stood a bit further back from us. And, like, I don't mind Harry Wellens. I will talk to him in a game. I'll talk to Luke in a game. Like, I think they're all right. So I'll just...
Yeah.
And nothing's ever aimed at them. There's the occasional thing of saying to, like, Luke, like, what is Paul doing here? And he'll go, I don't know. Like, it's just a bit of back and forth there. And that's where it ends. But then when you've got people going down threatening him and threatening his family, and you're like,
Yeah, it's way
you've
too
crossed
far.
the
That.
line there.
They're just
Yeah.
dicks,
I mean,
aren't they?
criticise his coaching philosophies and all that stuff all you want, that's fine. But leave it there.
Yeah, you criticise the coach, not the man.
Yeah, 'cause you don't know what it's going to do to him.
Yeah, you at most you criticise the position. If like you'll say, oh, do you know what? I don't think he's the right man for the job. Stuff like that. But again,
Yeah.
like there's a threshold to it. But then when you go in, well, I think he needs to be killed, and you're like, wow,
It's fucking ridiculous.
I still don't know why they were shouting that, like saying they were
Yeah.
going to do him in, and you were like, what?
And there, it's a game. It's a game of rugby league, that's it.
Yeah,
You know what I
I
mean?
Yeah, but the thing is, though, there'll be the same people that, if they ever met him, would be like, "Oh, you're right, Paul.
Yeah.
Oh, nice one, mate." And like,
yeah.
thanks for everything you did as a player. And they'll be like, "Oh, can I get a picture, Paul?" And then the week later, we'll be like doing the same thing. And they're the people that, like,
There.
if you're gonna say stuff, you have to be willing to say it to the faces.
Yeah.
That's why, like, criticizing performances is fine. Like, you can, because I reckon 9 times out of 10 you can probably say, like, to a player, "Oh, come on, man, what was that last week?" Or like, and they'll probably go, "I know," because they'll know they didn't perform well, or like they'll have a conversation with you. Like, if you're then just going, "Oh, you were feeling rubbish because of this, that, and the other. Oh, if I'm gonna fucking do this, I'm gonna
So,
do
well, you
that.
said, how about you go and put a
Like,
kit on and you do better?
you're not, are you? Because you wouldn't say that to their face, would you?
No, would you,
You
Eck?
wouldn't say, "I'm gonna effing do this, I'm gonna effing do that" to you.
God.
You might say,
Keyboard
"Oh, mate,
warriors?
come on, you were shit last week." Like, you might say
Yeah.
that, which is fine.
I wouldn't even say that to him. If it says one
But
there, I wouldn't even
but
bring it
it's a
up.
line of, but you know what I mean. It's a line of criticism that you could say to someone's face, saying,
Yeah.
like, "Oh, come on, mate, you were shit last week, weren't you?" And they'll probably go, "Yeah, I know." But there's always next week because you'll always end it on a, "But there's always next week. There's
Yeah.
always a couple of weeks later. There's always another game that you can make it up for," and players know that.
Yeah.
So,
Well, here's
like,
another example.
and
There was a game, we lost, and I think it was Chris Kendall was the ref, and there was some dodgy mistakes from our bias anyway. You know what I mean? It could have been completely fucking fair for all we know, but me and Tom had gone to the south stand and we were speaking to Jenna Brooks for a bit. Then we went out. Now by this point, Chris Kendall he's gone back to the changing rooms. He's showered, he's changed, and he's come out. So you're looking at about half an hour after the game's finished. There's two fellas outside
he's
saying,
got to do his
"Oh,
report.
Kendall, yeah, they're starting to. You know what you've fucking done and all that." I'm like, "You're a grown man, and you've had time to think about what you're going to say, and you're still doing that. Grow up." It winds me up. I mean, like in the stand, you can go, "Oh, what the fuck was that?" But like once it's gone, then you know what I mean.
Hmm.
Yeah, as
Yeah,
soon
It
as
does wind me up that.
as soon as that whistle's gone, sure. Do you know what? Go down the pub and discuss it as the group
Yeah,
of you. Just go down the pub and say, "Do you know what? I think this was wrong. I think that was wrong." But then once you're out of the ground and once you've maybe sat down and had a pint in the pub and thought about it, you go,
it's gone.
right, okay, what next week?
Yeah. I mean, if it's
And
really bad, say, what? How do we get out of this?
yeah, you just go,
And then it's just other scenarios.
and could you imagine being a Cast fan, for example?
Imagine being a
Like we're
Salford fan
talking
and
about
the way
this as
they keep
Saints
turning up.
fans, could you Salford, and like how numb that would have been,
Yeah.
like
But
that
what
last
did we
year
say
and
at that first game of
past
the
couple of
season when we
years.
played their kids and we walloped them at 80 odd nil? Those fans did not shut up all game.
no, they
And
were
they
louder
continued
than
like that
Saints fans.
from day one till the last game of the season.
Yeah, I was just glad about that game because I had Tristan Saylor score an hat-trick and get man of the match.
Well, there you
And
go.
he was pretty much done by half time. So I think he got a 4-try assist and, and 2 tries before half
Oh,
time. I went,
dear.
well, he's getting at least one more after after half time.
Oh, it was.
You all right there, Daniel?
So are you?
Yeah, no.
So are you?
Have you seen a
It's like a,
spider on your wall?
no, there's a knocking noise, but it's like the outside wall.
Not once for
I'm
yes,
worried.
twice for no.
I'm worried the outside wall's knocking.
It's the Shining.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
It's going to be an axe through your door
It's the
soon.
ghost of Rugby League past coming to get you.
Oh.
Oh, God.
So, but yeah, that's the main thing, and I think that's the main thing that we can take away from rugby league in this podcast is that the importance of friends, people, the randomers that we meet during this sport, and how they can affect us and help us and change how we are. And you know what? If anyone is listening to this and is in a state of depression, like the best thing I did was speaking to someone.
Yeah.
Go and book yourself into therapy. Like, as men, that doesn't get spoken about enough. Like, go and seeing a therapist, someone who's a complete neutral, who you can say how you feel, what you feel, and then they can give you a structured, tailored path in order to get out of the way you're feeling. Best thing
Yeah.
I ever did, hands
Well,
down.
don't know if you can
And
see
I've
it,
been to
but like,
therapy 3 or
can you
4
see
times.
that? The semicolon at the bottom.
Well, yeah.
Obviously, we all know what
Yeah.
that symbolises.
Yeah.
And I'm proud to wear that what it is. It's like I want people to see that, yeah, oh, he's been through something. he's obviously through it. I can get through it as well.
Yeah. What?
And also, what's this one that
don't
Sean
mind,
Luntz brought
what
up
was
now?
it?
It's just like, just your general getting in your own head, getting depressed with stuff, wanting to end it, and not all those dark thoughts. I'd never do it, but the idea of not waking up the next day was okay to me at one point.
Yeah.
But
Same.
got myself through it. You know what I mean? And I've got this to thank for it. Because if I hadn't started this, God, I mean, like Dan knows, I've had me bad times, and I have snapped at him, and I do apologise to him for that. But it shows the person who he is for
You snap at
not
me and
taking
then
it
you
to heart
stood
and going,
talking to me the week after, so I
yeah,
tend to just... No, right, Gaz has he's having a wobbler. It's all right.
yeah,
Everyone has wobblers.
We all have bad days, and we all take it out on the people that we love, unfortunately, which is usually tough.
And I'm not
you
going anywhere.
you only take it out on people that you trust, really, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you know they'll come back.
Yeah. And then the moment they'll throw that back in your face, just be happy to let them go as well.
Yeah,
Because that's my biggest take on life is I used to cling on to people. Like that lad who threw everything back at me, I gave him a second chance because I was like, oh no, he's a really good mate. And I was like, I was younger then, that was thinking, it was during COVID. I was like, no, I'll give him another chance. And then did it again, like a year later. And I just went, yeah, never mind, I don't want to ever speak to you again. Not spoken to him since, 5 years later now. It
there
was
you go.
around,
And you're happier.
oh mate, so much happier, man. Because I've now got better mates that I speak to that won't do that sort of thing.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
and,
I know
I
you've been
think that's
messaging me
always
this week,
important.
but I've been in the rut myself this week, so I was like, I'm trying my best, but I'm like, at the same time, like, I'm trying to get my own head together, you know what I mean? So if I have been a bit dismissive, I do apologise, John.
Mate, I'm in a different fucking time zone, man. It's
Different
being
world.
dismissed. Like by the time I'm replying to you, you're going to bed. By the
Yeah,
time you're replying to me, I'm going to bed.
I
I
mean,
know,
to be
it's mad,
fair,
innit?
Gaz, this last week you've listened to some of my deepest ramblings this week. Like,
No,
like, do you know what, it's been an odd week this week because there's been a lot of like rugby news this week, so it sort of kept me entertained this week. Like, there's been
yeah.
constantly something to be like, oh look at
Yeah,
that, oh look at that.
the fixtures, for example.
Yeah, our differing opinions on that away kit. I've seen it in person today. I am slightly more tempted towards it.
I like
There we
it,
go.
apart from the fact that Home Bargains is yet again not integrated into
Bright
the
Now,
red.
listen,
shirt.
that man's looking after us, though.
I know, but right. If you look at
He is, but why is it we can do it with the Magic Round
yeah,
kit, but we can't do it with any other kit?
look, that's integrated into
Yeah,
that kit, and
Perfect.
so's the badge. The badge
Perfect.
is green. That home shirt, it's a bright red badge in the middle, and it's like oh.
I just
listen, it
hate
could be
the fact
worse.
that it's not
It could be
integrated.
Warrington with a big red dot in the middle of it.
Well, they got
They
permission
sorted that out.
to just go to the plain text.
Yeah. They've sorted
Maybe
that out.
we just need to. Maybe O'Neill's just need to remember to just ask the bloke from Home Bargains and just be like, "Hiya, we know you're on the board. Do you think you could perhaps let us, mess around with the colouring of your sponsor?" Yeah.
As long as the name's there.
I mean, it's not like that was a one-off. The Magic Kit the year before, it's integrated.
No. The one before that
You've
was,
had these
all the
prepared,
Magic
haven't you?
Rounds are.
As you know, I love a good prop.
So, I've
What, as in like something to use or a forward? Bit of both.
Column A, column B.
is the new home shirt like the one you've got where it's like a buttoned, or is it
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
like
got the button.
the
It
one
is.
for
does
that
have the
It is
button.
last
like
year?
this. Yeah.
I'd
just a
rather
modern material.
I wish they kept like the
Collar.
modern collar, but like as in we've done a retro
Well,
shirt, but we've made it
I
proper,
think, well,
proper like
if you look at the Magic
modern.
Weekend kit from 2023, I'm not going in the cupboard to get that one.
Yeah, the players version
Okay, I'm
doesn't have a
going in the
collar.
cupboard to get that one.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, the players one doesn't have a collar. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so the,
Yeah,
the fan one has the collar. Ignore the fact
Yeah.
that
yeah.
this isn't,
But
integrated.
you know me. Yeah, you know me that I am an advocate of a collared rugby league shirt. I
I
believe
like
all
a
rugby
collar.
league shirts should be collared.
Both these two are collared.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Well, pretty much all of them are like back in the day. But even Brisbane now and Melbourne are doing collared shirts, like because they're going back to it. Over here, they seem to be going back to the collar. A lot of the clubs, which I like.
Yeah.
For the fan
But
versions
it's
or for
like
the
a
player
modern
versions
collar
as
where
well?
it's like player versions as well. So you look at the retro round, they'll all be wearing collars.
Now we need to do that again as well, by the way. Good Friday.
Do you want to do it Good Friday? Yeah.
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 Well, we're going to continue our
Rugby
Rugby
League
League
shirt day.
anniversary one as well.
Yeah.
Rugby League anniversary one as well. So
Yeah.
Who've we got for that one?
because like they don't do anything on the birth of Rugby League, like
End,
the
No, they're
RFL.
making something of it this time. Well, 30 years of Super League they're making a thing of.
end of August, yeah. I saw a thing that there is an anniversary one. But I think that's anniversary of the start of Super League.
That's March,
Yeah,
isn't
it
it?
is. It's not.
One of the rounds is everyone plays the team they played in the opening round of Super League 30 years ago.
96. Well, they can't.
But
They
that
can't
means
because there's
that
no Paris Saint-Germain.
someone's got to
There's
play
no.
Oldham.
There's no Sheffield.
Someone's
Yeah,
got to play
Halifax.
Sheffield. Someone's got to
Workington.
play Halifax, and someone's got to play Workington. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think that'll work, man. Paris Saint-Germain aren't even a thing anymore.
That was just a cock up from day one, that wasn't it?
I have heard that Catalan were considering making a Paris Saint-Germain shirt, a one-off
For when they play in Paris.
for when they play Wigan in Paris. Yeah,
Oh, like
Yeah.
the blue
I
and
heard
red
that as well.
stripe
Like they
thing.
did with Barcelona.
well, to be honest, if they bring, I think Wigan will bring out a. You know what Wigan will bring out? They'll bring out the no-web shirts.
Don't talk about Wigan shirts. You have to wear one first home game of the season.
Why?
Forgot about that.
So me and Ben have a predictions thing, and he won. He got the most points, so I have to do a forfeit, and that ends up being wearing a Wigan shirt outside the stadium. First home
Mate,
game.
you should have had a fucking asterisk against Wigan shirts. Any other shirt but Wigan.
Listen,
no,
I bet's a bet, though, innit? You're man up to it.
I am down there. When we play Lee at home, I will be there to take a picture of you in a Wigan shirt.
I have to do something for the podcast, really. So it's everyone's going to see it anyway.
Which will
In that number podcast.
Yeah,
take
That
me.
won't be good for your mental health.
they'll give me a laugh if nothing else.
If you can laugh at yourself, you can laugh at anything.
Yeah,
And also, another motto of mine is if you're not your biggest fan, no one will be. So, that's another thing. Always believe in yourself, guys.
oh, definitely. Well, end of the day, I mean, there was a couple of times where I thought, fucking hell, why am I even bothering doing this in the beginning? But as it's grown, I'm like, yeah, there is a point to it.
Mm-hmm. It's one of them. You only get... Ugh. God, this fatigue's setting in now. I've been up an hour.
At this point, I might have to start my own podcast with blackjack and hookers.
Focus.
Really? Tell you what, make sure that's on YouTube.
Tonight, you join us in the back
Might be
streets of
age
Toulouse,
restricted.
where I present a podcast with a brass.
Tonight, you've joined us. You've joined us at Le Titty Man.
Just imagine
have
you doing
joined
it in the
us.
bloody
South
cellar at
France.
Carmel.
You have joined us this week behind the Gregs in Castleford.
Oh,
I
hang
am
on.
only
Bunga
the
Blitz turned
second
up.
man to see a prostitute behind here.
Joe Westerman.
She wasn't a prostitute, she was a lovely lady.
Oh, God. Never ending.
But yeah, but like we all have turning points in life, and I believe that was definitely one for him. So
Oh, aye.
he's now got a new missus, so everything's fine. But yeah, it's been a really good podcast, guys. Been good to chat to you.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
good
yeah,
to
I've enjoyed
chat
it.
at the pub.
Yeah.
But I'm just gutted I couldn't because this was meant to be recorded. We were meant to have sat down and had a chat yesterday night, but I ended up picking up an extra shift in work. So um, yeah,
Get that
so
money in
we
while you
ended up
can,
doing
son.
it today. So oh mate, innit?
I'm I'm
Oh mate, I don't think I've got a day off till about January the 4th.
I'm glad you've done it today because I'll be honest, my mental health wasn't in the best of places last night. If you'd have rung me at 9 o'clock last night, I would probably have used some words that
After the PSV
I
game.
would regret using.
I've been in the shitter all week, but today's been better, so I'm glad it's come today. At least I've been able to be a bit more open with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's always good for people to know that, you know, when we record and we're happy as Larry and, like you see me on my podcast whenever I'm on with Andy and that and I'm having a laugh and I'm joking. But sometimes like especially this last year's properly been make or break for me in August when I was renewing my visa. I was genuinely like concerned. I was like, why, like, can I be here in another year's time? Like, I'm missing my family. I'm missing my niece and nephews. Like, everything about that. And I was like, can I do it? And for about 3 weeks in August, I was really low because work was like, I'd had my hours cut at work because it was winter. So in winter, you don't have as many hours because the outdoor pools are shut. And I was like, what am I doing? Like, I'm literally just going to work, coming home, watching TV. It's freezing overnight. It's like 1 degree overnight, and all the houses like don't keep heating.
I
I'm
was
like,
about
what
to
am I
throw this
doing?
puck through the screen then, Johnny, if you said it's cold at night and it's about 20 degrees. I was going to throw it.
In August, now it's freezing in winter, man, out here. And like, and I was like, what's the point? Why am I staying here? And then I was putting off FaceTiming home because I was like, I'm feeling this bad. I don't want to FaceTime them because I don't want them to know that I'm feeling this
So
bad.
an
And
out
then the
of sight,
moment I
out of mind kind of
FaceTimed
thing.
them, yeah, and then the moment I FaceTimed home after like 6 days of not doing it, and I just spoke about how I was feeling, and it was just like a massive weight came off me. They gave me like so much advice, and I was like, okay, yeah. I was like, I am ready to continue this adventure that I'm on, and it was great. But like, if I hadn't have opened up, I'd have probably booked a flight home, and now I'm like
Shows how much it
happy
can
as
do for you.
anything. Yeah, just chatting to people that you love and speaking about things is that clarity that you get from it is second to none.
Well, I'm glad you had that
So,
phone
That's
call,
it.
Johnny, because I don't think I could deal with you being back over here for a bit.
mate, wait
Not
till
after
I'm
the
back
season
for a
we've had.
month. Yeah, not after that year.
Johnny, if you'd have
Hopefully,
come on to
Rowley
see the
Ball
end of
will
this
be
season,
kicking in.
you'd have been
You're been back.
you'd have
I'd have
booked
been,
a
yeah,
flight straight
I'd
back
have been
to
on bloody
Australia.
Steve. I'd have been on Steve Prescott Bridge to be honest. I think
Oh, fucking hell.
leaving this Australian life and then going back to that. I
It's,
think
to go on Steve
I'd
Prescott
have
Bridge, which
regretted
is
to
only
see
about
what I'd have said.
it's only about 30 foot up.
Well,
You'd have
listen,
jumped
if
off and
there's a
been on the
wagon
road
going
before you
underneath
picked up
it,
any speed.
Who needs Sydney Opera House when you've got
but
the Prescott Bridge?
yeah, who needs the Harbour Bridge, which, by the way, is based off Runcorn Bridge.
There you go.
Oh, there we go. It's
So
based off the Tyne
there
and
you
Weir
go.
Bridge.
Yeah, which is based off Runcorn.
Tyne and Weir
It's
Bridge
the
is
same
the
bridge.
oldest.
I know. That's the
That
point.
bridge was built at the
Tyne and
Tittingham
Weir.
Bridge, though, was
Tyne
built
and
in
Weir.
Darlington.
Yeah, there you go. Tyne and Weir, then Runcorn, then Opera, Harbour Bridge.
There's actually Widnes Bridge before Runcorn took it off him.
Technically,
There you go.
it still belongs to neither of them. It's the Silver Jubilee Bridge,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
bloody hell.
and it's still a lot nicer than the Mersey Gateway.
innit?
Yeah, I didn't charge you.
Yeah. They do, don't they, now?
Yeah,
They charge you for the old
new
bridge
one
now,
does, yeah.
don't they?
They charge you on the new one. You can't always
I thought
drive
they still
across.
charge you on the old one, don't they?
You can't always drive
Well, they were
across
going to introduce
Runcorn
it.
Bridge.
Oh, can you not?
I think it's like every other day you can. I think the other days it's a pedestrian bridge.
Or is it set times?
Yeah, you can. I think it's a cycle lane
Is it
through
set
the night
times to
or
like
through the day.
stop a vast amount of cars being on it at any one point?
Yeah.
I actually drove over the Harbour Bridge the other week for the first time since being here. When I went to go see my friend from St Helens over in Manly. I actually drove over the bridge finally. And it was
It's
weird
not
because
how
I was
many
like, oh, I'm
people
on the
from here
bridge.
are over there, innit? Like,
Mate,
just in Towns
so
alone.
many. Well, you know, it's funny because in our company there's Tommy who's national manager. Then there's in Melbourne we've got one from St Helens who's regional manager. In Perth we've got a lad from St Helens who's regional manager. It's like
We're
whole
like a
company's
plague.
basically St Helens.
We're
I love how
In it.
jamming name drop your L fella, by the way.
What?
I love how jamming name drop your L fella as well, by the way.
Oh, that fella
Yeah.
who's about 35
Oh, it's funny that.
who who came from St Helens and he was like, I support in Australia cricket. Is that the
Yeah.
one?
Yeah, yeah.
Bad that.
He wasn't impressed,
Honest
was
to
he?
God, I hate them people, me.
Oh, there's
It's
no
like,
way I could do it.
no. Like, even if Australia played New Zealand,
he's
I'd
trying to
support
fit
New
in.
Zealand.
Yeah,
I hate it,
100%.
me. You're betraying everything about yourself.
I would support
The
anyone.
moment you betray your roots, is the moment it's over.
Game's
I'll
gone.
support anyone but the Australians and the French.
Good motto
Wow.
to have. What if it's
Oh,
France
dear.
versus Australia?
I'll just not watch it.
Ignore it. Ignore it.
It's always funny, like you know how you were on about before, how you were next to rugby union,
Yeah.
rugby union fans, and it was funny because I think it always reminds me of a conversation that when we just mentioned it was when England rugby union played France the other year, and I went, this is like I hate rugby union, so I didn't watch it, but someone was like asking for my view on it. I went, it's genuinely like choosing which bollock you want to cut off, which one you want to win. Because like you got French rugby union, the Nazis, and then you got English rugby union that were that had an underground plot that in case Nazis um took over Britain, but also have been absolutely pummeling rugby league into the ground for 100 odd years through press and media and everything else. And it's like, which one do you want to lose more? The one that actually outlawed rugby league, or the one that's just been, um, like uh, what's it called?
Just
Um,
grinding it down into the
what's it
ground for
called? Like, yeah, like
suppressing it.
putting it through austerity,
Yeah.
suppressing. That's
Yeah.
it. So I always, and also whenever I speak to a rugby union fan, I always educate them on why I hate rugby union. And they're like, oh, why do you hate rugby union? Oh, yes. Why do you hate rugby union when it's a Nazi sport? Well, actually, that's
Fucking
very
Tory
harsh words
sports, I
to say
call it.
about our sport.
No,
And I'm
Gaz, he's
like,
right.
and I'm
It is a
like,
Nazi sport.
Yeah.
it is. They banned it. So I tell them the story of how rugby league's illegal in over 50 countries still. How Norway, even last year, tried to get rugby league banned.
Well,
And I tell them all about that. I tell them about South Africa and apartheid
South
and
Africa,
the fact that they banned rugby league.
they had that qualifying game against the Cook Islands the other day, and then the South African sports minister has outlawed rugby league again the week after. You're like,
Yeah, and then they apply for the Rugby League World Cup.
Yeah. You're like, well,
May as well get North Korea involved at this point.
I think they'd be more liberal
I
towards
think the
rugby league.
teams are like Kenya, South Africa,
Yeah.
US, New Zealand, and there was someone else. There was 5 teams that they were. South Africa, Kenya, New Zealand, America, and a Pacific one were like the 5 potential ones that they were going to be. And I was like, well, you know,
F 'em.
so it'll be America, won't it? But anyway,
Yeah.
it's been a great pod, lads. It's been great to chat to you. Great to get stuff off
I
our
enjoyed
chests
it.
as well. And yeah,
Oh, aye.
so we'll catch you guys on the next one. And just remember, guys, speak
Keep
up if ever
talking.
you need it.
Keep talking.
Keep talking to people you love. See ya.
100%.